All right, welcome to Talkin' Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to do an update video on Bitfarms. It is April 1st, and they put out their March operational and mining update. So if you're new to the channel, we talk about the Bitcoin miners. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Also, please do us a favor, everybody, and smash the like button. It helps a lot. And feel free to drop a comment below. There's also a pinned comment below with a link to our free Discord. So you're welcome to join us over there. We've got over 500 people in the Discord, and we're having a great conversation. So let's get to Bitfarms. Okay, Bitfarms is trading at $3.83 as I'm making this video. I'm in the middle of the trading day on April 1st, which is Friday. Bitfarms is up about 2% today, and that is mainly due to the fact that Bitcoin is rallying a little bit. We'll see how the rest of the day goes. It's been an extremely volatile week. Bitfarms was much higher than this earlier in the week, so it's had a drop off, as have many of the Bitcoin miners. I want to get to their operational update. So let's dive right into it. Bitfarms provides March 2022 production and mining operations update. So some of the highlights here: increased hash rate 400 petahash to 2.7 exahash per second, secured additional $40 million draw from the BTC-backed credit facility, and grants stock options. Adding 400 petahash per second to our hash rate in March, we are rapidly approaching our goal of 3 exahash per second, which we expect to reach within the next week. So in February, they were at 2.3 exahash per second. They added 400 petahash to get to 2.7, and now they're saying within the next week, they're going to be at 3.0. That's 0.7 exahash in just over a month's time. Bitfarms is having some massive growth here in the first quarter of 2022. Another new Sherbrooke location, Ledger, is on the verge of starting production that will immediately boost our hash rate over the 3 exahash goal. They then say daily Bitcoin production has increased as a result, and as of today, averages 12.5 Bitcoin per day. So I'm going to show you what they did in March, and then I'm going to take a look back at February and January. They've been progressively increasing this number, and today is the first day of April, and they already have to update the number they put in this release. You'll see down here they say 11.7 Bitcoin mined per day on average in March. So that was an improvement, and they're already telling us, it's now April 1st, and they're already at 12.5 Bitcoin per day. So let's look at some of the highlights. 2.7 exahash online, up from 2.3 in February. 363 new Bitcoin mined during March 2022, up 64% from March 2021. As you guys know, I don't care that much about the year over year. What I like to look at is the month over month, as these companies are very high growth companies and they should be showing that growth on a monthly basis. So this 363 actually exceeded my expectation. I felt like they were going to come in at 340 or 350. They did even better than that. So I want to show you where they came in February and January to put this in perspective. So if I go back to the February 2022 release, you can see they were at 2.3 exahash. They mined 298 in the month of February. Now remember, February has 3 less days, so it is at a little bit of a disadvantage. But that was 10.6 Bitcoin per day. They're now up to 11.7 Bitcoin in March, and now they're saying it's 12.5 Bitcoin a day in April. They mined 65 more Bitcoin. That's a substantial increase month over month. So again, to me, this very much exceeded expectations. This is a very good update, in my opinion. Just to go back one more month, in January, you'll see they mined 301 Bitcoin. That was 9.5 Bitcoin per day. So from January until now, they've gone from 9.5 Bitcoin a day to 12.5 Bitcoin a day. So this company is growing fast. This is exactly what we need to see out of our Bitcoin miners. They need to stay ahead of that worldwide growth in exahash rate, and they are clearly doing that. Here they show their progress each month for the year. We've already looked at this: 301 in January, 298 in February because there's 3 less days, 363 in March, which was excellent in my opinion. They then say $100 million BTC-backed credit facility. Now, they had already drawn down $60 million on this as of year end. They've now drawn down $100 million on this, and then they say the additional $40 million has been drawn as part of our diversified financing strategy and is one source of non-dilutive capital to fund our 2022 growth plans, said Jeff Lucas, CFO of Bitfarms. Between the December draw and the March draw, they got $100 million that was non-dilutive. In other words, they didn't have to issue any stock for that. They didn't dilute your stock. And they're able to use that to invest in all of these Bitcoin mining machines that you can see they're clearly getting online at a fast pace right now. I just want to go to their About Bitfarms section. This tells a little bit more about the company. There's one particular paragraph I want to focus on. In the last paragraph here, they say, operationally, Bitfarms has a diversified production platform with 6 industrial-scale facilities located in Quebec, 1 in Washington State, and 1 in Paraguay. Each facility is over 99% powered with environmentally friendly hydropower and secured with long-term power contracts. So that is an extremely powerful statement. As all of you know, ESG is growing in importance, and they're really shining a spotlight on the Bitcoin mining companies and scrutinizing them. To hear that all of their facilities right now are 99% hydro-powered, that is very, very good. That's very important news for them because I do believe in 2022 there will continue to be scrutiny on these companies, the ones that are lagging behind, that are not as clean. They're at 99% clean, so I do not think that the market has an expectation of doing better than that. Right? There's only 1% better they can get, and I don't think everybody expects every company to get to 100% perfect. So it looks like Bitfarms is on track. They're doing their part from an ESG standpoint. They're growing their exahash rate fast. They're increasing their Bitcoin mined per day. So all in all, this was a very, very positive update in my opinion. So Bitfarms has been getting this out on the first day of the month. They are now about 6 months into doing that. That is the standard that they set. This is the first report for March activity. So I feel like Bitfarms has set the bar pretty high. They had a nice increase across the board. February was a tough month for a lot of these Bitcoin miners. Some of them it was due to curtailments on severe weather, so energy was diverted to places that it was needed. Obviously, the other factor was there's 3 less days in February. But even on a Bitcoin mined per day basis, this was a very big step forward for Bitfarms. Okay, this is Bitfarms chart on the 4-hour time frame, so each one of these candles represents 4 hours. This chart goes back to December 27th. December 27th, Bitcoin was trading at $52,000, just to put it in perspective. So on that day when Bitcoin was at $52,000, Bitfarms was trading at $6 a share. It is under $4 a share right now. So just briefly, this white line right here was basically a very strong line of support that lasted all year in 2021. But you can see as soon as it turned into 2022, this quickly turned into a line of resistance from a line of support. But it has not broken through that line. So to me, that's one of the reasons that I feel this stock is underpriced significantly. Bitcoin was trading at about $41,000 back in September when this line was established. Bitcoin's now at about $46,500, and Bitfarms is now about 60 or 70% larger exahash rate than they were at that time. The other thing I'm going to show you real quickly is this is not because they've diluted their shares. In November, which was just 4 months ago, this was almost a $1.5 billion company. This was more than double the market cap. So yes, there has been dilution, and that's a part of the equation. So the fact is, the market share has been cut in half, and at the same time, their exahash rate is up 60 or 70% in that period of time. Those two things don't make sense. I think there will be a correction going forward. Again, please, this is not financial advice. I'm showing you guys what has happened. You can draw your own conclusions and do your own due diligence. So taking a look at that drastic reduction in market cap, that's why I believe Bitfarms is due for a run up. Bitcoin has been getting healthy over the last month. And if that trend continues, I would expect that Bitfarms at some point is going to break out of this area that it's stuck in. Some of the other Bitcoin mining companies have already broken out of this area. Bitfarms is one that has lagged behind and has not yet broken out, but I believe it will follow along, and it will. So the first price target that I'm going to look at is basically just getting back to this December 27th number. This was when Bitcoin was at $52,000. They need to go up almost 52% just to get back to where they were on December 27th. So for me, that is one price target. All right, so if we go from where we are right now back to Bitfarms high, so to me, this is maybe a 1-year price target, but this would be a 132% increase in the price of their stock from where it sits right now. Again, there's always a risk for some downside. They're about 25% up from their 52-week low, so if Bitcoin turns in the other direction, obviously there's always potential downside, so please be aware of that risk. But for me, the risk reward on this one looks fantastic, and operationally, I really like what they're doing. Again, it's not financial advice. It's your money. Please make your own decisions. That's all I got for you on Bitfarms today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.